Overmorgen, op 11 september, is Geert Wilders in New York eregast bij een grote anti-islam-betoging. Hij protesteert daar tegen de bouw van een islamitisch centrum, u weet het, vlakbij Ground Zero. Wilders is daar op uitnodiging van een groep vrienden die al jaren waarschuwen voor de islamisering van hun land. Zij zien in Wilders hun held. Ze organiseren congressen voor hem en ze steunen hem met geld. Wie zijn de Amerikaanse vrienden van Geert Wilders?
Here we are in Washington. It's a sunny day. Who could imagine anything terrible happening? You go to sleep after a while. So I'm concerned about how long it's going to take Americans to realize that this jihadist threat is very serious.
Overal ziet hij het gevaar. Volgens David Horowitz wordt onze westerse beschaving aangevallen, bedreigd en niemand doet iets. Slechts één politicus, één held, komt in opstand.
And Geert Wilders is the Winston Churchill of this particular war against a theological fascism. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, glad you're here today with us.
The wars continue.
Well, they do indeed, right. But
Een dag op pad met David Horowitz. Zeldzaam, want eigenlijk praat hij nooit met Europese media. Hij vindt ons maar onbetrouwbare communisten. En in eerste instantie reageren de vrienden van Horowitz dan ook niet enthousiast.
I have been avoiding Dutch media because they are all out to get Wilders. This is national Dutch TV, and they're actually friendly. And they're doing. Well, I wouldn't bring a hostile force in here.
Van alle Amerikaanse fans van Wilders is Horowitz de belangrijkste. Hij is de spil. Met veel vrienden in de rechtse media, veel geld, is hij de perfecte promotor voor Wilders.
I've hosted him in the United States. I hosted him at a conference. I think that was his first appearance at a conference in Washington. I hosted him in Los Angeles. I hosted him at his first appearances at American universities.
Pretty shocking illustrations.
Maar Horowitz biedt Wilders meer dan alleen een podium in Amerika. Deze vriendschap draait ook om geld.
Yeah, I've raised money for him.
How do you do that?
It's very simple. There are plenty of Americans who understand that this battle is our battle. This is a battle against a global totalitarianism who has evil designs on the United States as it does on Europe.
This is big business for a lot of people. There are a lot of people who make their entire living going around the country bashing Islam and Muslims. You can make a lot of money. I mean, I've heard, you can get $10,000, $15,000 speaking fee at one church, one synagogue for these people.
Volgens moslimorganisatie CARE reist Wilders niet voor niets zo vaak naar Amerika. Hier gaan Horowitz en co. graag met de pet rond voor hun superster. They see Geert Wilders as a big example, a hero.
He's like the messiah of the Islamophobia machine. I mean, he really is seen as someone who epitomizes what they would like to be.
One of my donors said to me, if you bring Geert Wilders to America, I'll underwrite it.
I'll pay. And how much money is involved?
Not a lot of money. I can't give you a figure, like in the $20,000 range, something like that.
Het geld uit Amerika gaat naar de stichting van Wilders. En dat mag. Het wordt gebruikt voor zijn rechtszaak in Nederland, waarin Wilders wordt beschuldigd van discriminatie en haatzaaien. Veel Amerikanen kiezen hierin de kant van Wilders. Want al ben je het niet met hem eens, in Amerika moet iedereen kunnen zeggen wat hij wil.
Free speech isn't about defending people who agree with you. It's about defending people who disagree with you. That's the key. So if this case is lost, that's the end of democracy in the Netherlands. If you can prosecute somebody for making a film with direct quotes from the Quran, and you can send a major politician in your country to jail, you have lost freedom. That you might as well have the Third Reich march over Holland once again, and that would be the end.
Hi, Pamela Geller from the fabulous blog Atlas Shrugs, here at an undisclosed location in New York City. And we are with the man, the legend, Geert Wilders.
Het groepje rond Horowitz is niet groot. Een stuk of 10 bloggers en activisten die elkaar goed kennen en steunen. De een gaat nog harder tekeer tegen de islam dan de ander. Zoals Pamela Geller met haar bijzondere ideeën.
Hitler was inspired by Islam. Islam was not inspired by Hitler. They came first.
Robert Spencer here for Jihad Watch. And I'm very happy to be here this morning with Geert Wilders.
De radicaal-rechtse Robert Spencer met zijn website Jihad Watch. Hij is het brein achter de anti-islamtheorieën. Horowitz financiert zijn blog en nog veel meer. Miljonair Horowitz ziet dat zijn boodschap steeds beter landt in Amerika. Zijn eigen Freedom Center heeft er een budget van 5 miljoen voor vrijgemaakt. Amerika zal weten wie de vijand is.
Islam is a very problematic religion. It has a bloody, bloody past.
They're having an impact. I don't know if you can call the promotion of hatred success. When you start attacking a religious minority using the same language that the Nazis used to attack the Jews before World War II, that's very dangerous.
De vrienden van Geert Wilders. Zij beleven een mooie zomer, want ze hebben een onderwerp op de agenda gezet waar heel Amerika van in de war is geraakt. De controverse rond de Ground Zero moskee. De bouw van dit islamitische centrum, dicht bij Ground Zero, leidt al maanden tot protesten en tot een ongekende uitbarsting van anti-islamgevoelens. Maar hoe begon dat schandaal nou precies? En welke rol spelen de vrienden van Geert Wilders?
Ground Zero, bouwterrein vol emoties. De Freedom Tower herrijst waar ooit de World Trade Center torens stonden. De plek wordt volgebouwd met kantoren, met banken. Maar daar gaat het dit jaar niet over.
The Islamic radicals had the bad idea to build a $100 million mosque on Ground Zero. The Germans call it Schadenfreude, joy at another's sorrows. That's what that mosque is.
This is offensive. This is an offensive mosque to build a shrine, an Islamic flag of conquest on the sacred ground.
No! Freedom, yes! No! We're bowing to Muslims that want to kill us, that hate us.
This summer has been a long, hot summer of Islamophobia, mainly because anti-Muslim sentiments have been stirred up by right-wing politicians and other bigots.
Steven Randell houdt voor het journalistencollectief FAIR de Amerikaanse media in de gaten. Hij stelde de Dirty Dozen samen, een soort top 10 van vuilspuiters. Horowitz en vrienden staan bovenaan. Randell houdt hen verantwoordelijk voor een schandaal dat nooit een schandaal had mogen worden.
Pamela Geller, along with several other small blogs, what I would describe as the fever swamps of the American right and Islamophobia movement, started the story about the Ground Zero Mosque by talking about it and really creating a body of lies.
Leugen 1. Dit is Ground Zero, maar hier wordt de moskee niet gebouwd. Hij staat een stukje verderop gepland. Loopt u even mee. 2 blokken. Dan nog eens de hoek om. Uit het zicht van Ground Zero komt hier de moskee. En oh ja, leugentje 2.
It's not primarily a mosque. It's some sports facilities, some other cultural facilities, and it has a room that can be used for prayers as well.
Let's talk about the Islamic Center at Ground Zero. Questions, I can't find many people who really have a problem with it. Bloomberg is for it. You got rabbis in New York saying they don't have a problem with it.
Op het internet kunt u het terugzien. Toen de plannen vorig jaar december bekend werden gemaakt, vonden zelfs rechtse commentatoren op Fox News het een prima idee.
But I like what you're trying to do in Ms. Khan. We appreciate it, and come on my radio show sometime. We appreciate it very
we need
much.
the support of people like you, seriously. So we look forward to working with you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The announcement of the Islamic Cultural Center proposal was made in December of 2009, and for months the story languished, and only really the only real controversy was in these small Islamophobic blogs.
It's a manufactured controversy. There's nothing inherently controversial about that project. Completely manufactured. Pam Geller, Robert Spencer stopped the Islamization of America and allied with the New York Post that assigned a team of reporters to daily put out biased articles attacking the project.
De aanvallen van Horowitz, Geller en vrienden hadden effect. Dit was een open wond. Moslims waren erop uit om Amerika te beledigen. Conservatieve politici roken hun kans.
Mr. President, no, this hurts. This is a slap to those innocent victims who were murdered that day on 9/11.
What happened as we got into the summer, a summer in advance of national congressional elections, is that politicians got a hold of the story. Conservative politicians, Republican politicians, who saw it as a useful wedge issue, an issue that they could bring out and sort of separate the patriots from those who hated America.
This is a great awakening. I've been frustrated for 20 years. It's because of the mosque. I think it's great. I think the enemy has done us a great service by dramatizing this issue.
By building the mosque?
By attempting to. I don't think they're going to get it done.
I got a call this afternoon, a woman screaming at me. Before this issue, I didn't hate Muslims. Now I hate Muslims because you're trying to stick it to us with this mosque at Ground Zero. And I said, could I tell you it's not a mosque and it's not at Ground Zero? Hung up, you know. I'm going to hate Muslims from now on.
New York maakt zich op voor de climax. Zaterdag 11 september. Een grote anti-moskee-demonstratie met als eregast Geert Wilders. Zijn vrienden verwachten pittige taal. Misschien kan Wilders het debat hier nog verder aanscherpen. Want wat hij allemaal in Nederland zegt, durven zijn supporters hier nauwelijks hardop te roepen.
In American society, it's just not quite polite to say deport all Muslims, Islam is evil, burn the Quran, fine Muslim women who wear headscarves, you know.
Horowitz and some of these other Islamophobes would like this to be said by somebody, and they would like it to be said, and so they bring in Wilders, who is willing to go that extra step, and have him say things that they're afraid to say, because if they did call for banning the Quran, that would be seen as anti-American because of freedom of religion enshrined in the First Amendment.
Het is een goede zomer voor Wilders, aan beide kanten van de Atlantische Oceaan. De vrienden die hem hier op handen dragen, hopen zaterdag op zijn wereldwijde doorbraak.
I think that his awareness of him will be greatly enhanced by the mosque demonstration. And I think in the eye of history, provided we survive, if our democracies survive, he will have earned a significant place in the defense of those democracies.
Tot zover de Amerikaanse vrienden van Geert Wilders. Zometeen ruimtefilm. Een film met unieke beelden van ruimtetelescoop Hubble.